We'll grab something on the way. Then we'll go to the site. She's still out there.
The wipers moved across the glass in a steady rhythm. I looked down at my sneakers, the practical ones I'd chosen this morning instead of the heels, and felt a small, tired kind of relief. At least that decision was about to make sense. The car moved through the wet streets. After a while, Gabriel pulled into a small parking lot near a row of plain shops. One of them had warm light in the windows and a simple sign, Coffee House Bramble and Bean.
This is fine.
He said.
They do decent coffee.
We went inside. The place smelled of toasted bread and coffee. A few people sat at the tables talking quietly. Gabriel looked at the board, then at me.
Coffee?
No, I hate coffee. The words came out too fast and too sharp. I heard them the same moment he did. He looked at me and slowly raised one eyebrow. I froze. Too late. There was no way to pull them back. I stared at the menu, already regretting how absolute it had sounded. Hot chocolate, I said, quieter this time. Almost like an apology. Gabriel held my gaze for another second, then nodded once.
Anything to eat?
I scanned the sandwiches without really reading the names and pointed at the largest one. That. He followed my finger, then glanced at me again. I'm hungry, I added as if that explained everything. He didn't comment, just went to the counter. I watched him pay, then come back with a small tray. He nodded toward an empty table by the glass. We walked over. He set the tray down, then took off his coat and draped it over his chair. I slipped out of the blazer and hung it over mine. For a second, the whole thing looked almost ordinary. Two people settling in at a cafe table. Except I barely knew him. I started eating faster than I meant to. The body was hungry, that much was obvious. The feeling was strangely immediate, almost insistent, the second the food was in front of me. While I ate, I watched the staff behind the counter for a moment. The way they moved, the short calls between them, the small automatic gestures of people who did this every day. I knew those movements. I had done them myself. Only now I was sitting on the other side of the counter.